Right, what's up guys, here on the channel here today. I hope you are all having a fantastic day. Today I want to talk to you about the next Tom Clancy game and what Ubisoft need to do with the Tom Clancy name and brand going forward. Hope you do enjoy the video guys. If you do, please don't forget to leave a like and sub if you are new. Once again, I am at uni, so I can't be quite as enigmatic as I would like to be. Hope you can appreciate that, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So, Tom Clancy, what did that used to mean in the past versus what does it mean now? In the past, Tom Clancy games, whether that be Ghost Recon, Splinter Cell, whatever, were associated with tactical shooters. That was the whole principle of the game. And I feel like that identity is 100% being lost. Ghost Recon Breakpoint is probably the straw that breaks the camel's back for a lot of people. Now, I personally loved Wildlands, but it wasn't massively Tom Clancy-esque, if you know what I mean. Luckily, the gunplay was really, really good, but it wasn't really the focus, as it were. And with Breakpoint, I feel like they've taken that way, way, way too far. Now, I don't want to get too much into Breakpoint. I've said why I don't like it before, but they have completely lost their train of thought here with Breakpoint, in my opinion. So, what do they need to do to get it back? Well, there's a fair few things I feel like they need to take care of, take hold of, and take stock of, and then go forth into the new game. Number one, wait until the new generation of consoles are out. This needs to be a big blockbuster game coming out when the Xbox whatever and the PS5 are out. I don't know what the new Xbox, I'll call it the Xbox 2 just for ease of access. When the Xbox 2 and the PS5 are out, whole new software, whole new game engine. Let's start the new generation off with a bang on these new and improved consoles. I think that's really important. Number two, go back to being a linear campaign. People do really like open world games, but it's not what you want from a Tom Clancy game, in my opinion. My view of a Tom Clancy game is that you have this really gritty campaign where you sort of go through and it's really narrative driven, but it's also got these really amazing shooting mechanics. And that kind of ties into my third point, that the focus 100% needs to be on the shooting. This might seem like a throwback or like a really regressive step in terms of having a linear tactical shooter. It doesn't necessarily have to be linear. You could certainly have storyline options where you affect what happens in the story through your actions. But I feel like they need to move massively away from what they've gone for in Breakpoint with this RPG-esque open world. Same with Division 2. I don't think that's necessarily what people are looking for. I mean, it worked a lot better in the Division 2 than it did in Breakpoint, but still, I just feel like it's not really what we want to have going forward. So they need to focus on that, and then above all else, really, they need to make sure that their game actually fucking works when it releases. And that is something that Ubisoft are not good at the moment. They're kind of up there with Bethesda and just releasing really, really fucking glitchy games whenever they release it, and it really isn't good. They release way, way, way too many broken games, as it were, and it really isn't acceptable as far as I'm concerned. They need to make it so there is a polished, clean, well-performing, proper shooter game released when we next get our hands on a Tom Clancy game, and that shouldn't be for a while. They need to sit and think about what they're fucking done with Breakpoint, which I think they already have done, to be fair, considering they're making quite a few changes to it coming up in the next few days and weeks. But they need to really evaluate what people want and what they want to do with the Tom Clancy franchise. Because if they're going to keep playing games like this, they shouldn't really call it Tom Clancy. I mean, obviously Tom Clancy's been dead for ages, he hasn't had anything to do with the games, but I do honestly feel like they need to establish the identity that they set up with the old Tom Clancy games and get back to that. Have a good old let's get back to our roots game. We've seen it in the past with the franchise where they're like, you know what, we're going to go and make what you first loved about these games, and it tends to go quite well. Just need to execute and it'll be absolutely fine. Ubisoft have a lot of really, really good developers. They just need to fucking use them properly. I'm really interested to see what you guys think about this. What would you want from the next Tom Clancy game? Sorry about the cough there. Yeah, do let me know in the comment section down below what you would want from the next game in the Tom Clancy series from Ubisoft. Do you want it to be another Ghost Recon game? Do you want it to be another Splinter Cell? Do you want it to be Rainbow Six? Do you want it to be a whole new franchise? And what do you want it to be focused around? Do let me know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please leave a like and sub if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.